The city of Kyoto, with its lantern-lit streets and timeless temples, was a place where tradition and whispers of the past lingered in the air. Among its cobblestone paths lived Hana, a woman known for crafting the most exquisite lanterns in the region. Each lantern she created seemed to carry a piece of her soul, glowing softly as if lit by the essence of her own heart. Hana's life revolved around her craft and her small family. Her days were filled with the scent of cherry blossoms and the gentle hum of her workshop. Yet, beneath her serene exterior lay a heart tethered to a memory, a love that had come and gone like a fleeting spring breeze. Years ago, under a canopy of stars, she had met Hiro, a wandering poet with eyes as dark as ink and a smile that could quiet the world. Their love had blossomed during the festival of Tanabata, when wishes were written on strips of paper and tied to bamboo trees. Together, they had written their wish, to be together, no matter where the stars take us. But fate, as it often did, intervened. Hiro's family demanded he return to Tokyo to fulfill obligations Hana could not compete with. Promises were made to reunite, but the days turned to months and then to years. Letters from Hiro dwindled until they stopped altogether, leaving Hana to carry the weight of their unfinished story. One evening, as the festival of Tanabata approached, Hana found herself standing by the Kamo River, lantern in hand. The water mirrored the shimmering lights of the city, and for a moment, she felt the same aching longing she had carried for years. She whispered her wish to the lantern before releasing it into the current, watching as it drifted away, carrying her hope into the night. "You still make the most beautiful lanterns," a voice said behind her. Hana turned, her breath catching as she met Hiro's gaze. He stood there, aged yet unchanged, his presence stirring a storm of emotions within her. "Hiro," she managed, her voice trembling. "Why are you here?" "To keep a promise," he said simply, stepping closer. "I never forgot, Hana. Not for a moment." Over tea in her workshop, Hiro explained his absence. His family's expectations had weighed heavily on him, forcing him into a life he hadn't chosen. But the years had only made him realize what he had left behind. "Every poem I wrote was about you," he confessed, pulling a worn notebook from his coat. Inside were verses that spoke of longing and regret, of nights spent yearning for the glow of her lanterns and the warmth of her laughter. Hana's heart softened, but the scars of their separation remained. "You left me," she said, her voice cracking. "You broke your promise." Hiro reached for her hand, his touch hesitant. "I can't change the past, but I'm here now. Tell me it's not too late." As the festival began, the streets of Kyoto transformed into a dreamscape of lights and colors. Hana and Hiro walked together, their silences filled with unspoken words. At the riverbank, couples released lanterns bearing their wishes, the glowing orbs floating away like stars, finding their place in the universe. Hiro turned to Hana, holding a lantern he had purchased. "One more wish, together?" he asked. Hana hesitated, her heart a battlefield of hope and caution. But as she looked into his eyes, she saw the sincerity she had once fallen in love with. Together, they wrote their wish, to heal, to love, to begin again. They released the lantern, watching as it joined the others, its light blending with the reflection of the stars. The moment felt like a second chance, fragile yet radiant. The weeks that followed were a slow dance of rediscovery. Hiro became a constant presence in Hana's life, helping her in the workshop and accompanying her on morning walks through the bamboo forest. They spoke of their years apart, their dreams, and the life they hoped to build together. But the path to reconciliation was not without its challenges. Villagers gossiped, and old wounds resurfaced. Yet, Hiro's unwavering commitment and Hana's resilience carried them through. One evening, as they sat under the stars, Hiro recited a poem he had written for her. "The lantern's glow, a quiet plea, to guide the lost across the sea. In your light I found my home. No longer shall I drift alone." Tears streamed down Hana's face as Hiro took her hands. "You're my wish come true," he said. The next Tanabata Festival marked a new chapter in their story. Together, they released a lantern that bore a simple message: forever, beneath the stars. As it floated away, their hands intertwined, Hana knew that love, though tested by time and circumstance, could endure. The lanterns of Kyoto continued to glow, each one carrying the hopes and dreams of those who dared to believe. And among them, the light of Hana and Hiro's love shone the brightest, a beacon of promise beneath the eternal sky.